Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to week number 5 of Weekly Gaming News. And yes, I am going to be like 2 days late because I'm busy, like I've been saying. Like, I am in the middle of a move. I am in a band, although we didn't practice yesterday because of reasons. Because I was helping my family move and all that stuff last night. I got home really late and I was tired, so I didn't film it last night. So now I'm filming it Saturday morning. But I have to go to work pretty soon, so I'm probably not going to upload this video until Sunday. So I apologize, but I told you that in advance that sometimes I might not be on time, but that's okay. You know, it's still going to get up. It just might not be on Friday. But anyway, enough of that bullshit. Let's get into what you're actually here for, the news. So we're going to start off with some Red Dead Redemption 2 stuff. And the first thing is that the pre-order bonuses have been announced or leaked, one of those things, but I haven't actually looked at what they are. But a bunch of like get a horse and a gun and whatever, you know, basic pre-order bonuses stuff for games like this. Not too interesting. I don't really care. I'm probably just going to get the base game and enjoy it for what it is. Speaking of Red Dead Redemption 2 and getting the base game and all that stuff, they announced a bunch of different editions. Like they announced the Special, the Ultimate, and the Collector's Edition. The only thing is that the Collector's Edition does not come with a game. I actually think it's just a loot crate with a whole bunch of different Red Dead Redemption 2 swag and junk that's going to go on a shelf and collect dust. And yeah, I know I have a bunch of that stuff too, but like, if you really like this game or the series, and then get it. But if not, then I don't know. It doesn't come with the game, so what's the point? And then the Ultimate and Special just come with other bonuses. And again, I don't care. I'm just going to get the regular base edition. I don't need any of that extra stuff. And I'm just going to play the game for what it is, and hopefully it'll be good. I mean, Rockstar usually makes good games, so I'm confident, but you never know. It could turn out to be really bad, but I really hope and don't think it will. Alright, moving on from Rockstar, now we're going to talk about Capcom. And I've heard a bunch of other stuff about this game, but they registered a trademark for Devil May Cry 5. And that's a series that I've only played a little bit of. I played like 30 minutes of Devil May Cry 4. And I like that style of the game, you know, the old school God of Wars and, you know, third person like action game where it's just all about getting combos and slicing up bad guys and, excuse me, and those kind of stuff. And they don't really even make those as much anymore. I mean, there's games like Bayonetta and stuff like that, but I do miss the old school like type of games like that. Maybe I'll actually try to get into the series because they have every single Devil May Cry up on PS4. You know, they have the trilogy remaster they put up a while ago. They put up Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, and same thing with DMC Devil May Cry, which was the reboot that I heard was good, but people don't like the new character. Well, it's still Dante, but then like the redesign and his personality or something. I don't know. I don't care. Then I'm going to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 for a brief minute here. But you know how you play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 specifically, how, you know, you'd be in a cutscene, and then, you know, everyone's talking, you know, fully voiced, and then it would stop, and you have to sit there and read a bunch of text boxes? No more! This game is going to be fully voiced, and characters are actually going to talk during gameplay, so that's going to be cool. So what I'm hoping is that, you know, like you're in the Toy Story world, right, and you're running around with Buzz and Woody, and instead of using a cutscene or a text box to deliver some information, they'll do it while you're running to that destination or whatever. And that would be cool, and I would like that so much better than just sitting there with reading text boxes or having a long cutscene, which I don't mind, but there's a lot of them in Kingdom Hearts. This next one, I'm going to talk about one main thing with it, but it's like a mix of stuff, because I guess Sony said they're going to announce 3 games or have 3 announcements before E3, and I think there's only 2 of them that I'm fully aware of. But I'm going to talk about them both, but not right now. But the first one is that Tetris Effect. Yeah, Tetris Effect has been announced exclusive for PS4. And that's cool for people like Tetris. I've never really been into Tetris, mainly because I suck at it. But I do remember I don't remember what it's called, but my mom played it a lot. We had a Tetris game for PS1 where he had a little explorer dude, and he had like there were spikes that came down after you took too long and you would get hit. And I remember playing that one. That was cool. But yeah, I've never really been into Tetris. I know it's like a classic video game, like one of the first ones and stuff, and it's also one of the best selling, but that's because it's been out for so long. Next one is kind of sad news for Xbox players and anyone else who's excited for this game, about CrackDown 3. I don't even know if this game exists anymore, but it's got delayed until I think February next year, which is not too far away. Well, from an initial release date, I guess that's like over half a year. It's like 7 months away from now. But, you know, it sucks, but it's like, all right, I mean, at least we're kind of getting new information about it, because it's like, here it is, it's announced. Now it's gone dark. Is it going to be at E3? No, updated the website, and I don't know. I feel like this is one of the classic cases of a company getting too excited and announcing a game way too early before they really knew what was going on, or something happened in the development that caused a severe delay, which both are probably probable. But you know, it just sucks, and it sucks for people who are excited for this game. But hopefully it does come out, and hopefully it is good. But I'm not an Xbox player, not because I'm like fuck Xbox. I've just never been. I've never had. I have an OG Xbox, but I got that way later, and I don't really play it that much. But I never had a 360 or an Xbox One, so I'm not like an Xbox guy. I'm more of a PlayStation guy, and that's purely just by what I've played. You know, I have nothing against Xbox. This next one is cool, especially for someone like me who loves this game. But I remember, like, a while ago, they announced Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition, which I was like, oh, that's super cool. It's like a cute little demake of the game. And I was like, I really want to try to play this, but it's not an Android. I think it will be, or it's supposed to be, but I can't find it on my phone at least. Maybe it's only for tablets or certain phones. I don't know. But I don't have an iPhone. So I was like, maybe I'll try to play it, or maybe they'll put it on the Switch or something one day. That'd be cool. But they put it on Windows 10, which is pretty cool. And I was playing a little bit. I tried to record some footage, but my computer sucks, so it was just like the footage recorded at like 4 frames a second, so I was not waiting, whatever. But I think it's really cool. It's just a cute little demake of Final Fantasy 15, and it's so fun to play. And it's just simple touch-based controls. I mean, Windows 10 you can just use the mouse and stuff. But I think this is super cool, and I'm definitely going to play more of it because I love Final Fantasy 15 so much. So there's another story I forgot to mention, and that was that Activision is teasing some Crash Insane trilogy news for E3, because they had their E3 layout or whatever, and they mentioned things like Call of Duty, Destiny, Spyro trilogy, and Crash Insane trilogy. So what could that mean? Don't know. I hope it's a CTR, like DLC add-on, or they're gonna like just remake CTR with the same engine as the Insane trilogy. That'd be pretty dope, because CTR is a really fun game, and I hope it gets remade just like the other Crash games. Well, Naughty Dog Crash games anyway. Or maybe it's just new DLC of some like new other lost levels from the game, like the whatever that they had DLC for Crash 1 that was like a level that they cut because it was too hard or something like that. So hopefully they do something like that, or CTR. Please be CTR. I really want it to be CTR. Next one. There's a bunch of stories like this for various different games and whatever, but E3 leaks. I made a whole video about it. I'll link to it here. Here's the eye somewhere around here. But yeah, I kind of hate E3 leaks. I wish they would just get announced at the press conference and not be leaked. But you can't really control the internet now, can you? But anyway, so this particular leak I'm going to talk about is apparently Superman World's Finest was leaked, and it's going to be developed by Rocksteady, the people who made the Batman Arkham series. Now, if this is true, I don't know. I don't really care. I've never been a fan of Superman. Even when I was a kid, I always thought he was kind of lame. I would wish Rocksteady would do something more along the lines of Batman Arkham, even whether it was a new IP or another DC character or anyone else, like whatever. I don't really want a Superman game, and because I just don't like Superman, but plenty of people do, and this is exciting for those people, so hopefully it is true, or I don't know if it is true, I guess. Hopefully it's good, and they finally get the Superman game they've always wanted, because, you know, Superman 64 was a piece of trash. Next story that I have, I didn't get all the stories that were going around this week, mainly because a lot of them are E3 leaks, and I didn't want to cover every single E3 leak, and you know, I made my thoughts about it in the video that I linked before. And then also this video would be like 12 hours long, because just like everything is leaking, and there's like a new story every other day, or like 5 new stories a day that are coming out, but like this leak, this leak, this leak, this leak, this leak, this leak. So I just ignored them all, and I only wrote down stuff that I saw that I wanted to talk about, really. And there's even a few things that I forgot to write down. I've been so busy that I wasn't even paying attention to some stuff. But anyway, next one I have is Valve is pretty much going to let anything fly on Steam now, which I think could be cool, but really bad at the same time. It could be a lot of bad press, but I feel like, you know, let people do what they want. I don't know, like it's weird. I think this, you know, there's a bunch of controversy from like there's a school shooting game that was trying to be released on Steam, and then there's other stuff like I remember Steam was trying to censor like more pornographic games, and they wanted developers to even censor the like all of the copies that were even bought. So it's like people were like, I bought this game, you know, for what it was. Now you got to censor my property because whatever. And I don't know, like I really don't know. I don't really care. I use Steam very little because I don't have a good PC for gaming. And I think it's kind of cool to have just whatever people want. And they said unless it's illegal or straight up trolling, which, whatever. I mean, they have like games making fun of Trump. Is that trolling? I mean, they probably have games making fun of other presidents or candidates too, but I don't know. I don't pay attention. But, yeah, I think this could be a really good, but also really bad idea at the same time. But, we'll see what happens. I'm sure they'll reverse this decision soon enough. Next story I'm going to talk about is Days Gone finally has a release date, and it's coming out February 22nd, 2019. So around the same time as CrackDown 3, probably. This is cool. I mean, this is a game that some people are excited for. I'm not at all. I've talked about it before, but I'm just like, I'm tired of the open world post-apocalyptic zombie game. Like, so many games, like, every year come out and they're this style. I'm tired of it. And I'm also tired, like, every Sony game is starting to feel the same open world RPG sort of game. Every Sony game is starting to feel like that now, and that's fine, and like, not like they're bad, but like, can we get some diversity in what you're releasing? Like, I don't know. And yeah, I know there's other publishers and developers who are making different games, and yeah, that's fine. Like, it's not like Sony's the only developer for the PS4, or publisher, or whatever you want to call it. But still, like, they make really high quality games that I want to see something different out of their first party and even some second party stuff. But I don't know, we'll just have to see. I'm probably not going to play this game, and you know, I'm just tired of the zombie genre mostly, and it doesn't look that appealing to me. And I know I'm not alone in that opinion, but I know there's also people who don't agree with me either, and that's fine. And the last two things I want to talk about are kind of coincide with each other a little bit, but not quite. But so first off, I guess it was a PSN glitch, and it showed that you can pre-order Hitman 2, or Hitman Season 2, whatever you want to call it. So that's interesting for people who care. I don't care, but, and then, yeah, that's cool. And then it was actually officially announced later on. I don't know if they're planning to announce it, or it's because of that, they pulled a Ubisoft and announced it because it was leaked, which is fine either way, but I don't care. For people who do, great for you. And the next one is similar, is that Just Cause 4 was leaked via Steam by a glitch showing that a game page for that. And that Walmart leak that we talked about a while ago seemed to be true, because most of those games have either been announced or leaked by other sources already. So I think that Walmart thing is pretty accurate. So yeah, Borderlands 3 better be E3, or at least around then. I mean, I know Randy Pitchford is trying to like, no, it's not going to be there. It's like, well, that's not what the Walmart leak said, and look what else the Walmart leak said, and most of it's coming out to be true. But yeah, Just Cause, I never played any of them. I have Just Cause 3 because it was a free PS Plus game a while ago. Haven't played it yet. It's installed on my PS4, and I want to play it eventually. But yeah, that's pretty much the last thing I want to talk about today. And yeah, so that was Weekly Gaming News episode 5. It might have been kind of a slower, a little less focused, maybe not less focused, but I don't know. It's right before E3, and of course next week is going to be just all about E3, so I might be like, I might even do 2 parts for that, because it's going to be a long video otherwise. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry for being late, and that's just life gets in the way. And yeah, I hope you're not too mad I skipped a bunch of stories, mainly because I didn't want to cover every single E3 leak, because I already made my thoughts about how I feel about E3 leaks. And then, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Go subscribe to my Let's Play channel, Zeno Plays, and my band channel, Jin. There's no content on there yet, but there will be soon enough. And, yeah, that's about it for this video. So, thank you guys for watching. See you guys later.